getting on, people? Welcome to United View. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Another new signing, another contract renewal. Well, actually, not really another contract renewal, but another key moment for Manchester United. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has extended his stay at Manchester United. He signed a 4-year deal or 3-year deal with the extension for an extra year. Ole has re-signed. Now, we knew this was coming. However, I feel like there's going to be so much different emotions with this. And I feel like, as a Manchester United fan, first of all, shut the doors. Live in our world. Shut the doors. Don't listen to outside influences from other fans, from other clubs who are saying banter this, banter club, banter that. Not yet. If you arrive at that point, that's fine. But let's break this down. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has signed a new deal. Let's get the quotes in first from Manchester United and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, etc., and Ed Woodward. Ole says, we have improved both on and off the pitch, and that will continue over the coming seasons. I can't wait to get out in front of a packed Old Trafford and get this campaign started. I have a fantastic coaching team around me, and we are all ready to take that next step on our journey. Man United wants to be winning the biggest and best trophies, and that's what we're all striving for. He also says, everyone knows the feeling I have for this club, and I'm delighted to have signed this new contract. It is an exciting time for Manchester United. We have built a squad with a good balance of youth and experienced players that are hungry for success. Ed Woodward has his say, and Ed Woodward says we are more confident than ever that under Ole's leadership we are heading in the right direction. And he also says that what is especially pleasing is the way this progress has been achieved with a blend of youth, homegrown talent, and top class recruits playing attacking football in the best traditions of Manchester United. So look, we know that's going to happen. Let me know what you guys are feeling and how you're feeling in the comments about this. I'm going to break this down because this is multifaceted. There isn't just one, I don't think, viewpoint from this of he signed a new deal, amazing, great, full stop. No, I think there's more to it. But also on the side of it, there's going to be a lot of people out there who don't want Ole to get this deal, who feel like we're not going in the right direction, who haven't wanted him to continue. For me, look at our team. Look at what he's building. Leave aside the fact that we haven't won a trophy under him. I understand that a lot of people are going to say that's the biggest point, but you have to look at this from where we were when he came in and the squad that he had to start building. He's doing that. He finished second this year, right? Last year. How can you sack someone who's just finished second? And he's brought in Sancho. He looks like he's going to bring in Varane. He's brought Maguire, who's been a great success. Wan-Bissaka, who's been a great success. Made Luke Shaw even better. Brought in Bruno. Cavani's there at the moment. Emergence of Greenwood. We are building a good team. Is Ole the right man to get us over the line next year? I don't know. But what I do know is that he's earned the right for us to find out. The biggest thing that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has had, in my opinion, in his defence, is that the squad is not built yet. The squad isn't where it needs to be. To the point where we were saying, if Pep had this team, he still wouldn't have Lindelof and Maguire and McTominay and Fred and all these different things that we need to know. Richard Salo says, attacking football, question mark. Obviously, they're going to gas up Ole. And do we play attacking football? There are signs when we do, but we don't play it. We don't play it as much as we should do for the type of players that we have and for the club that we are. I understand that. So there's still evolution to be done, especially in midfield. But Jason Todd says, this is a joke flex. Ole is dead food. This is the joke business. People are not happy. As a rival fan, I'm gassed, not going to lie. Like I said, the rival fans are going to flood here and say, listen, great. This is fantastic. But I just see it as he's earned the right to be able to go this season. Look, at the end of the day, if you can sign a new deal, that's great. It doesn't mean he's going to be there for the 3 years. Ultimately, results always dictate what happens. If we have a horrendous season and we're way off it by Christmas and we're not looking like doing anything and it's horrendous, Ole will get the sack. Just like Jose did when he signed his new deal. Jose got the same extension. It wasn't for as long as this, but he did. I think he got like an 18-month extension at the time. And we were like, wow, what's he really done to kind of deserve this? It didn't really feel like this. But it went to shit. Then he got sacked. 3 years, says Deluded Talk. People, I'm guessing that you feel that's too long. You put that in capitals. Contract length is okay. If he fails this season, he's out. He will show us what he can do, Vincent Brown. That's the comment right there, Vincent Brown. That's the comment right there. it's all good. We can look at the amount of years, which shows that they believe in him. They've shown that they've believed in, the board's shown that they believed in Ole by getting him these players, by getting him Harry Maguire for 80 million, by getting him Wan-Bissaka for 50 million, by getting him Bruno Fernandes for the best part of 55 million. Getting these players proves that they're backing Ole, because those are players who have come into our first team and done tremendously well. Jadon Sancho's another one. If we add Varane, that's even more backing. We spent, I think, £1 billion since Sir Alex Ferguson left the football club. But under Ole, they definitely believe in him. So I'm not surprised to see a 3-year deal with a further option, because the belief is there. There's no point just giving him a 1-year deal, see how it goes. If it goes good, then we won't. They don't need to say that. I think they need to give him that long deal to give that calming influence. We just announced Sancho yesterday, announced Ole today. They're trying to show that they're in it for the long run. Now, look, the results are going to show us this. Whether Ole changes the midfield or not, whether Ole plays attacking football, whether or not we challenge in the league, it's all going to come to fruition within the next 9 months of the season until we get to May. That's what's going to happen. So let the football do the talking. I don't think, me personally, I'm not here to have the whole, I can't believe it. Like, we didn't win the Europa League final last year, but it means we're crap. It means we're not going in the right direction. Why has he got the job, etc., etc. I've always maintained this. This season here for Ole, whether he got the new deal or not, is kind of the make or break season. Now, getting that vote of confidence from the board does give the situation, does give him the reassurance that even if he has quite a bit of a wobble, he knows he's got the backing of the board. Of course, fans can turn easily. Fans can start, saying, well, they're just waiting because we didn't win the Europa League. We haven't got any silverware under Ole. And I was there. Yes, in Gdansk, I was very upset with the way that he managed the team. I was very upset with the lack of transfers, with the lack of substitutions he made. And his general game management of that game wasn't good. That did worry me. But having said that, you have to look at the bigger picture. Where your real judge of character is over 38 games on a consistent basis in the league. Finished third the season before, finished second this season, or last season, should I say. He's got his back-to-back Champions League qualification, which is just the stepping stone of where we need to get to. We couldn't even get in the Champions League consistently before we come. And now we've addressed that. Now we need to start challenging for trophies / winning trophies as well, which we haven't managed to do. So for me, am I ecstatic that Ole signed a new deal? I wouldn't say this is 100% brilliant and I know he's going to win stuff. I wouldn't say that, because the jury's still out on that. But am I disappointed and am I fuming? No, I'm not. Because realistically, I do think he deserves to stay. There was no way you could, even though we lost the Europa League final on penalties, I don't think he deserved to get sacked for that. It was all about what this summer was going to be. It was all about what type of summer this was going to be and how we morph and evolve from this. So far, with Sancho over the line and looking to get Varane and potentially one more, we'll see what happens with Paul Pogba. It's looking like it's going to be a good summer. I haven't got to the end of it yet, so we don't know, but it's looking like it's going to be a positive summer. And it's looking like it's going to be a summer that enables us to say to Ole, boy, you got a centre-half, Ole. Boy, you got your right winger. Boy, you got a central midfielder. Or you kept Pogba, or whatever happens. You got second last year. Kind of need to challenge now, bro. It's on you. And that's what I'm saying. That is what will dictate whether Solskjaer is positive or not. There's no point with what we're trying to build and the positivity. I get it. I don't see there's any point in looking at this today and saying, this is why we're a joke club. Like, he's shit. What's the point? And just staying on the Ole out. Even some of the staunchest Ole out people, big up to them. Even I've spoken to some of those people who have said, you know what? I don't think Ole's the right guy, but to be fair, I've got to give him this season. I've got to. And I think if we don't want to give him this season with what he's built and the fine tipping point of where the squad is at and the lack of available managers out there, I just think that's just because you've just always wanted him out. So you probably can't come round to ever thinking he's going to do it. And the only way you'll change your opinion is if he goes and wins the Premier League or the Champions League or wins something big. And fair enough, it's all about opinion. So there's going to be people that are not going to be swayed by this, that are not convinced by this, and they're saying this is a dead move. They should have let him, run the contract down and then get rid of him. There's going to be a lot of people who say that, but I just feel with the squad that he's starting to build, Yes, we've had disappointments with not winning anything, but I think he deserves to stay. He definitely does. Definitely don't deserve to get sacked. Keegan Liaison says, give him the squad and then let's see. 100%. We can judge him poorly with the squad he had. I agree. Overachieved with the previous squad. # glory glory Man United, says Keegan. Did he underachieve? Did he overachieve with that squad that Keegan says there? I wouldn't say he overachieved. I think if you look at our squad, it's good enough to get into Europe with the players that we got. Bruno, Martial, Rashford, Pogba, Greenwood. Okay, McTominay and Fred, I understand that, but we've still managed to do it with those players, and then our back four is pretty solid. You just need to fix the Lindelof situation. I don't think us getting into the top four consistently is saying he's overachieved, even in my opinion, Keegan. But I do agree with you when you say give him the squad for the extra bit of evolution to see if he can kick on, because really he's gone from third to second. In chronological order, the next number should be 1. You should be winning the league. Or he's gone from semi-finals to finals, didn't win. The next step will be to win it. It's all about this season. And that's what I'm saying. Like, although it's frustrating, I still think this season is what it's all about. If he doesn't do well this season, then he has to go. I stand by that. If he doesn't do well this season and falls off the edge of a cliff, and we're way off it because we got overtaken by Liverpool, who got their act together. We got overtaken by Chelsea, who got their act together, etc., etc. And we don't finish in the top 4. Cool. I get it. I understand that. I do understand that. But we're not there yet. I'm willing to give him the time. To go and get a new manager now and just kind of shake it up and make us more unsettled. I don't think that is the right thing for us. Kyle Paul says, I'm on the fence with this one. Ollie is given the tools now, so let's see if the football improves or has he learned from the past mistakes. We still have 5 to 6 players we need to sell, says Manib. 100%. He needs to sort that out too. Ollie has peaked in my eye, says Bloomberg. And Artbrush says, where's that gone? Oh, big up Artbrush. Oh, there it is there. I would let Ollie see out his contract, revisit the situation at the end of this season and make a decision. Fair enough. And Micah says, Flex, do you honestly think Ollie will stay for the entirety of his contract? Says, which I said, Micah says, that's a good question. Do I think he will stay the entirety of that contract? My gut feeling, my deep gut feeling, and I hope I'm wrong, is no, I don't. I don't think he'll stay for 3 years plus an extra year. Because for that to happen, like I said, he would have to win something major, win a league or win a trophy and get us ticking on. I just feel essentially, my gut feeling is that Ollie still lacks that real cutting edge at the biggest moments. Do you know what I mean? But he's still in the learning stage and his squad's still not there yet. Once he gets his full squad, I'm going to be a lot harsher on Ollie. I will. I just feel like he's learning on the job and he's got to be patient. He had a lot of things to contend with. We have made progress in some areas, and in other areas, clearly we haven't, because we haven't won a trophy, even though we've had good chances to do that. But I just see the bigger picture, and the bigger picture here is that he has built a good squad. This is the best our squad has looked since Sir Alex has gone. I'm definitely not having anything else on that. For me, I'll argue that to the cows come home. This is the best squad we've seen since Sir Alex has left. That's down to Ollie. The fact that Rashford has had his best 2 scoring seasons is down to Ollie. The fact that Luke Shaw's playing his best football since he's come to the club is down to Ollie. The fact that Mason Greenwood's come to the forefront and is scoring goals and is kicking on is down to Ollie. You know? The fact that we got Harry Maguire is down to Ollie. Wan-Bissaka, Bruno, down to Ollie. Ollie's done these things. He's created this team. Jadon Sancho now. These are big boy signings. We have a good squad. Paul Pogba, if he stays, will be down to Ollie. You know, I don't think he will stay, but you know, so we'll see. It's all about this. I just think we can do negativity, which is fine, and look at and realism, because it is realism. It is honest to say, nah, man, the football that this guy plays, I'm not having it. Nah, we haven't won a trophy. How did we not beat Villarreal? That is an honest opinion. I don't think that people that are saying that are necessarily wrong. It just depends how you want to see it. This is going to divide a lot of the fan base. You know, there's going to be a lot of staunch Ollie in fans who they've been waiting for this day because he absolutely deserves it, and they believe in what he's doing and believe he's going to win the league or win major honours at Manchester United. And on the other hand, there are a lot of people who are going to say, no, can't believe we're doing this. This shows we're not a big club. Why are we doing this, etc., etc.? He's underachieved with the squad that he's had. Why even give him more money? It is going to split opinion. And I just think the Ole situation always will. That's why I really wanted to win that Europa League, the back end of last season, because obviously it's prestigious and it's an amazing trophy and it's where we want to be, because obviously it's not, but because it just would have just settled things down and given Ole that little bit of, it would have given him more time with the people who don't believe in him. Do you know what I'm saying? But more importantly, it would have given us the springboard, the platform to go on and have the belief with the players and the manager and the staff and the fans to say, we can go on and achieve more. But because we didn't, it just felt so flat. It really did. But you had to kind of calm down and still look at it in its entirety and say, look, we're still building a good squad. We still know we're 3 to 4 players off really having a squad that we all want to see, where we can look at Ole in the face and say, listen, bro, there's no excuses. You've got a straight good back four. You've got 2 good keepers. You've got a defensive midfielder with 2 attacking midfielders who are brilliant. You've got a fire front 3. There's no excuses, and you got some depth on the bench. But we haven't got to that bit yet. Bill Ingram says, not United related. I come from a small state of India, comprising of only 0.2% of the Indian population. And a lady from my small state just won India's first silver medal for this year's Olympic Games. So proud. Big up, Bill. That is sick. That is the beauty of the Olympic Games, bro. Do you know what I mean? People from all over, tiny countries, huge countries, small cities, small towns, villages, wherever, get the chance to perform on a world stage and create history, man. So yeah, that's sick, man. Big up. Bloomberg says, Ole isn't a title winning manager. I've seen too much. Ahmed says, agreed flex. And it's not only about names, because we had big names brought in after Sir Alex left, 100%. However, I have never seen the players give their all since Sir Alex until Ole came, even Pogba. So basically, Ahmed basically saying that Ole's done a good job and he's got the players on side. He's definitely got the players on side. I agree with that. Me says, losing the Europa last season isn't the problem. Not going for any bench players is my problem. I agree. He's reluctant to change it in there and come up with a solution to counteract Unai Emery's Villarreal. It wasn't pleasing. It was actually quite worrying. And that's what I mean. That's the biggest thing for me. He's attracting players. He's building a good squad. He's got team cohesion. He's got team chemistry. But does he have the balls when it really comes down to it to make the big decisions in the big games? So far, he hasn't, because we've come out the wrong end of that. But hopefully those fine margins will be rectified come again next year. Flex, could you give me a shout out? Lots of love, bro, from Jersey. It looks fire. Oh, the jersey, it looks fire. Big up yourself, Ryan. That is from Ryan. There's your shout out, bro. How you doing? And Dirang says, Ole should have waited to see the board's commitment to the summer transfer before committing to a new contract. He's lost an opportunity there, says Dirang. Do you know what though, Dirang? That's a fair comment. That's a fair point. But think of it this way. Maybe he's got those assurances already. We've got Jadon Sancho over the line. We're clearly in for Raphael Varane. Fingers crossed, I keep saying hopefully that happens. We're trying to keep Paul Pogba. Maybe he's got the assurances that he needs. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying I definitely know that for a fact, but maybe he has. Sick Channel Flex, original United fan content, says Ali Ahmed. Big up yourself, Ali Ahmed. Appreciate that. Shona says, Flex, I really started watching you long way back. I really need to open up a YouTube channel in Africa. Do it, man. Why not? Don't procrastinate. Get out there and do your thing. Mikhail Khan says, Flex, I should buy a vintage kit. Flex, should I buy a vintage kit or this season's kit? Get what you want to get, Mikhail. I was talking to KG about this, actually. Probably should have done a show on it. Bit off topic from Ole, but when obviously all the Glazer stuff was happening, we were campaigning against the Glazers. I agree, 100%. I stood with everyone against the Glazers and what they stand for. But obviously people saying like, you're an idiot if you go and buy the shirt. You're not a real fan if you line in the Glazers' pockets with money from buying the thing. I think it's a personal choice. If you want to express your love for the team by buying a shirt, buy the shirt. Because at the end of the day, in my opinion, unless you're going cold turkey and not buying anything from the club at all, then you got no right to say anything to anyone. If you're saying don't buy a £50 shirt, but then you're going to spend a £900 on a season ticket and be in Old Trafford every week and then go to the away games. Well, guess what? You've just spent more than the fan who only buys a shirt and watches the games from home. You've just given more money to the Glazers than that fan. If you got your kids, I met some people in Manchester a couple of days ago, and I was talking to some fans, and a guy was with his young kids, and he was like, "Oh, Flex, like, what do I do?" He actually came up to me, and he said, "Flex, what do I do? Like, my kids, I think one kid was about 10, and I think the other was about 8, and there's another little girl. She was probably about 6 or 7, bless her. Really, really, really nice family. If they're watching, they'll know who they are." He was like, "Flex, what do I do? I'm campaigning against the Glazers, though. I'm a season ticket holder because I love the club, and I want my family to go and watch United. We support the players. My kids want the kit. He bought his kids the kit. What's he supposed to say to his kids? No, you can't have it." Or, and if he does want to do that, that's fine, and get a different shirt or a fake shirt or something, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But I'm saying this judging of fans of saying you're not a proper fan if you choose to do this, you can't tell people that. Because the same fans who say that are the same people who, like I said, will pay the Sky subscription, £60 a month. Where's that money going to? You don't think that's going to the Glazers? Pay for BT. Where do you think that's money? Where do you think that money's going to? You don't think it's going to the Glazers? Pay for MUTV. I know that's a bit extra, but some people do. Have a season ticket. Have a membership where they just pick games that they go to. It's giving money to the Glazers. So what are you going to do? Just not support the team? So for me, I don't have a problem with people choosing not to do it because they're saying I'm not giving another penny. But I just think, okay, well, you have to go cold turkey if you're really going to do it. That's my thing. Yeah. And I just think you shouldn't judge people on how they want to support this football club. This football club is a massive football club, and we all connect with it and identify with it in very, very different ways. Some people only listen to games on the radio because they're not that invested, but they love the club just as much as someone who watches every game because of their personal circumstances. Some people can't get to a game. Some people go to every single game. Some people take their kids every single week. Some people have been going for 40, 50 years. Some people only just got their season ticket this year. It doesn't matter how you support the club. But I just think this whole name calling and bashing of you're an idiot if you go and buy the shirt. Why? I think you're an idiot if you say, I'm not going to go and buy the shirt, but I'm going to have a Sky subscription, but I'm going to have a season ticket, but I ain't going to give the Glazers money, £50. What are you talking about? So, yeah, on that, I just thought, yeah, that's what I had on my head on that. It just annoys me. I just don't like it. I don't like it. Just you do what you want to do in however you want to campaign against the Glazers. And it's good when we come together for protests and stuff like that. But just don't criticise fans for how they want to support the club. Let people support the club how they want to support the club. Vijay says, an honest question, mate. If Ole is as bad as people make him out to be, how come Pep and Klopp are the only two managers to finish above him since he became permanent manager? Look, he's got a good record against those guys, Vijay, and I understand that because he's actually doing all right. But we still haven't won anything. Yes, fair enough. I get what you're saying, though. If he's that bad, why is he, not finishing outside the top 4? Why is, like you said, Brendan Rodgers and all the other managers, Graham Potter, who's supposedly better than him at times, Brighton played better football than us. Well, guess what? He's better than those managers. He is. But for Manchester United, we have to look at it like we need to win stuff in it. That's what we really need to do. And if we're not winning, then we're not doing it right. So he's progressing slowly, though. Ole is the Glazers' last chance to save face. Says fella with a Stella. I agree with that. And Kevin says Ole can't wait for the transfers before signing. Who would hire him? No top club would hire him. That is where Ole. And this is really weird, yeah, because that is where Ole is in a really weird situation. Because you're right, if Ole left Manchester United today, right, he probably wouldn't get another Premier League job, especially if he got sacked at being at Man United after not winning anything. He wouldn't get another job in the Premier League, I don't think. And that's really weird. I couldn't see like a Crystal Palace saying, Ole, well, actually, would someone like Crystal Palace say that? They just took Patrick Vieira, who's never won anything in his career. He's got experience in that, but so I suppose he might get another Premier League job with someone kind of, no disrespect, but someone lower down the league. He might. But I look at the Cardiff relegation and it didn't go well. And that being on his CV just makes everyone think they wouldn't do well. But there certainly wouldn't be takers of the stature of Manchester United. Liverpool wouldn't go for him. Tottenham probably wouldn't. Chelsea, Man City, etc. Arsenal. Maybe Arsenal will. But do you know what I'm saying? That's true. He's in a really weird situation, but it's because he's tailor-made for us because of the allegiance that he's got with the club and the history. If Ole didn't have the rich history that he's got with us as a player and be a United legend, I don't think he would have got this long. I don't. But also, though, on the flip side of that, if Ole wasn't who he is and had the affiliation to Manchester United, I don't think he'd be able to come in and do what he's done. The positive things, get the players on side, understand the types of players that we need, understand the vision of where we want to get to, even though we haven't quite got there yet. He understands those things because he's a part of the DNA of the club. He's a part of the fabric of our club because he gets it. He's been there. He's played under the greatest manager that has ever lived in Sir Alex Ferguson. So the things that actually count against Ole in terms of his experience and stuff, and that's why he hasn't been sacked, he wouldn't get another job, etc., here, there, and everywhere because he hasn't got the experience. Those things that count against him, on the flip side, actually help him be tailor-made for us and us only. It wouldn't work at City, it wouldn't work at Chelsea. Those clubs wouldn't accept what's happening. But because we can see that he's changing our culture steadily, and the one thing left now is to go and get the trophies, or you're going to be gone. He's been afforded that time. Sing is King says, focus on the Glazers. Ole's new contract has been done for months. I agree with that. And the fact they were waiting for this to be announced after Sancho says it all. 100%. Look, someone said before, this is the Glazers trying to save face, etc. We know that the Glazers need to repair relationships with the fans. They're saying that they're going to do that. We'll wait and see. We've been spun that web many a time before. But we have to see. We have to see what happens on that, because you can't. The proof is always in the pudding. You can't hide what's in front of you. If we don't do well, Ole will get sacked. He will. If he falls off and is way off the pace, we don't qualify for Europe, and he will lose his job. Like any manager who doesn't do well enough with a squad should do. I'm not saying knee-jerk. I'm not saying lose 4 games and then you get sacked. Of course not. That's what's wrong with management today. But if we can see a clear nosedive, which I don't think we'll see, I don't think we'll see, but if we do see that for a long period of time and we're going nowhere fast, a manager will lose his job. TJ Diallo says, big up to you, Flex. You are spot on, Flex. Everyone should do whatever they want. Some people can afford a season ticket, so they should get what they can afford. Good luck to you, man. 100%. Hugo says, very, very true, Flex. And O Silver says, we ain't even finished paying the fees for buying Pogba and Lukaku, and we're giving Ole a new contract too early. Let's see how the season goes and then decide. Fair enough. And Thiessen says, Flex, chances of Pogba staying if we sign Varane. I don't know, Thiessen, man. I don't know. I feel like the Varane situation, I feel like Pogba's mind's already made up. Do I think Varane will sign and Pogba will do a U-turn and go, actually, let me stay now? I don't know. I feel like his mind's already made up. I don't know. I don't have any inside information. All I have is inside intuition. And my intuition tells me that I just feel like his time's up, Paul Pogba. He's made his mind up and he wants to go to PSG. Although I did see that banner that they put up saying that he's not welcome there. I can't read French, so maybe the transcript wasn't that. I don't know, but that was what I saw on social media. Who knows? But is that enough to make Paul Pogba not go there? Probably not. Tabarez Hassan says, don't forget, signunited.org, Ole and Glazers out. Ole as well. Interesting. And please give yourself a shameless promotion. This is United Fan TV. There's another super chat here from Tabarez as well. It says, 4 years to mediocrity and no trophies. Exactly what you should give to your favourite puppet. Nepotism at its finest. Unbelievable. Ole and Glazers out. Ole protects the Glazers and the Glazers protect Ole. Wow. Really harsh words from Tabarez there. I disagree. I disagree, Tabarez, to that extreme. I see some of the things you're saying in terms of Ole being like a good guy to kind of be the front of the Glazers and stuff like that. But I just think there's more to it. At the end of the day, Ole loves this football club. Ole's been given the job of a lifetime and he's doing the best job he can do so far. It isn't what we want. It isn't where we've wanted to be. It isn't as far as we've wanted to come. But I've seen enough progress to warrant him not getting sacked as it stands. Am I disappointed with some of the results and not winning the trophy? Of course. But I still wouldn't. I just think sacking him now would do more harm than good, in my opinion. Flex, I think Marseille fans put the banners there up in France. I don't think it was PSG. Okay, fair enough. Eagle-eyed football says flex. Oh, apologies. Yes, my Crystal Palace friend says less of the Palace slander, please. We have Patrick Vieira and very happy with that. If Ole didn't score that goal in 99, he wouldn't have got the United job. Wink, wink. Fair play in it. But my thing was, I didn't mean it in a disrespectful way. I just meant it like, I think a team like down there, like probably, because if you look at Patrick Vieira and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, like, it's easy to just say Patrick Vieira's better than him, but why? He hasn't won a title. At least Ole's won some titles in Molde. Patrick Vieira's kind of done okay at Nice. Yeah, done okay. Was it New York City? He's done okay, but he's not amazing. I think they're just on par. Do you know what I mean? Who knows? If Patrick Vieira even come to Man United, would he even do what Ole's done? I don't know. Ryan says, flex, you're not worried Ole is like Lampard for Chelsea, fan favourite but not good enough. Conte and Zidane available, could have been your Tuchel. No. That's from Ryan, who's a Chelsea fan. Big up yourself, Ryan. It's a good point. Ole kind of is the Lampard, but I feel like because he's done better than Lampard. When Lampard came in and done all right in that first season, everyone was saying how this is why Lampard's way better than Ole. He's this, he's that. Lampard's brilliant. 6 months later, Lampard's gone. Ole finished way above him, and was outdoing him. So look, I think it's fine margins. Lampard is to Chelsea what Ole is to United, getting the rub of the green. But obviously, where we're not as a cutthroat club as you guys over at Chelsea, we're not going to pull the plug. And we are seeing kind of progress. If Ole would have started, the difference is if Ole would have started getting the results that Lampard was getting in Ole's second season, then he would have got sacked. But that didn't happen. But Conte and Zidane could have been the Tuchel. You never know. I do agree. I hear what you're saying. YUFC says, flex, I'm so happy waking up to this morning. I love Ole with all my heart. You are my Solskjaer, my only Solskjaer. You make me happy when skies are grey. Oh, Alan Shearer was effing dearer. Oh, please don't take my Solskjaer away. Yes, YUFC, a bit of positivity. You're the first one who's that, please, man. It's been very, very mixed if you're just joining us and you're just waking up to see in the news that Ole has signed a new contract. It is very, very mixed in the chat, I have to say. And Tavares says, Manchester United should never, in capital letters, hire a person that must learn on the job. We are a big club and should hire top 3 in the world, both players and manager. Well, I hear what you're saying, you know, and this is the other side of the coin of people who are like, nah, man, we shouldn't be giving Ole this. He should be having this. He should be having that. We should have this manager. And I understand that. I have gone through that process, that emotional process of saying, surely we got to be having better than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, an untested manager at this level. But I don't know. I'm just past it. Me personally, I'm past that. I'm just like, Ole's done enough to get to this point and deserves to have this season at least, and deserves to get backed. And he is so far, so let's see. Ryan Joseph says, big up Flex, been on the journey from 9k subs. Big up, man. Love to see you growing so fast. Here's to more growth. Really appreciate that, man. Paul Pogba, good riddance, says Shane S. We need Ole to play his free flow attacking football just like when he was interim manager, says David Magnus. 100%. That first game against Cardiff, we won 5-0 or 5-1. We played a 4-3-3. I think it was Pogba, Herrera, and someone else, can't remember. Was it McTominay? Was it Fred? Or was it... I can't remember. We played a 3-man midfield and we played, I think, Jesse, Lingard, we played Martial, and we played Rashford, I think. And we played them off the park. And I know it was against Cardiff, but we played a 4-3-3 and Pogba played further forward, and it was great to see. I don't know why we came away from it, because I don't know, the emergence of McTominay and Freddie just realised that we couldn't go on like that. So hopefully Ole changes it round. Pre-season friendly today, guys, down at Loftus Road, or should I say the Kayam Prince Stadium. What a young man he was. Rest in peace, Kayam Prince. And check out the Kayam Prince Foundation as well, doing amazing stuff. I will be down there. Of course, we're going to be at all the pre-season games. If you're down there at the game, come find me in the away end. After the game, or if you're in the QPR end and you want to have your say as well, and have your say on United View, we're going to be doing some fan views down there, not fan cams, we're calling them fan views because they're the views of the fans. So we're going to be doing fan views after every Manchester United game. So if you're down at the stadium today at Loftus Road, come give me a shout, get at me on social media if you want to come and have your say as well. We'll be down there getting you guys' opinion and reaction to the game. Guys, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has signed a new 3-year deal for just joining with an extension of a year, a possible year, depending on how things go. I'm not fuming about it. I knew it was coming. I didn't expect anything different. I'm in the camp of, you know what? It is what it is. I don't mind that at all. Why not? Like, he's done enough to get this far. But for me, it all hinders on this season. If we nosedive this season, bye-bye. The results will dictate it. I'll see you guys outside Loftus Road next after the preseason friendly. Good to see the young players going again. And as we get into preseason, let's start seeing if Ole's going to start tweaking this formation. Got a couple more players back this week. Who did he get back? We got Martial and Van der Beek back, even though they're not in the squad. He got Scott McTominay back this week as well. So we'll see if he tweaks things a little bit. Looking forward to seeing Hannibal, Palestri again. Who else would I like to see? I mean, it's difficult because a lot of those players are looking for moves. Ahmad's not here. A chance for what's his face, Chong again maybe, but again, these players can have 10 out of 10s and a lot of them aren't going to play, so we'll see. But it's still good to get out to a game. I think it'll be full capacity. I'm just excited to just get out there and speak to the fans. Anyway guys, I will see you after the game. Peace.